everybody. Welcome to the Heart and Soul Show, where we talk to real people about real issues and we talk about real things. My name is Clifton Johnson and I am your host. Now, coming up on today's show, we are going to talk about nigga shit. That's right. I said it. I said it and I'm going to say it one more time. Nigga shit. Everybody listen, we're going to chop it up. And I'm going to tell you right now that this podcast today is not for any other race but my black people. And we're just going to chop it up. I mean, I'm sick and tired of a lot of things that are going on. And, you know, my beautiful black people not doing business right, not treating each other right. I mean, just all kinds of things that are going around. And I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that's why we're not respected. And that's why we're looked upon in different ways with the community and with the world because, of stuff that we do, nigga shit. So we're going to chop it up. But before we get into that, I do want to encourage everyone to visit CliftonJohnsonProductions.com. That's www.CliftonJohnsonProductions.com. We got so many things working. We got so many mechanical things working at the same time. And I'm loving it. I'm loving being this busy. We have new books coming out. We have a company that's helping me rebrand my books. And that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I'm going to do an entire show on just my books and, the current book that I'm working on and the products that I have within those books to offer for the public. And we also have a new movie that's coming out and I'm working on that intensely every day. We have film days that we're doing. And I'm even also thinking about putting together a little day-to-day type of thing when it comes to the filming, so you can actually see my journey on getting into the filming business because of the pandemic. I'm going to change that because of the plandemic. It pushed me into the movie world, and I'm learning as I go, everybody. I will admit that, but I am enjoying my journey. And we also have stage plays that may be coming out. We are going to put our stage plays that we've already done. We're going to put those on DVD. We're going to actually do the plays again. We're going to put those on DVD, even if we don't have an audience, because those are products that needed to be out years and years ago. And we're going to put those out and available for sale, as well as, you can put those on CliftonJohnsonProductions.com. And we also have a new website that will be coming out hopefully later on next year sometime. And it's going to be geared toward all of my recordings, as far as my films and my stage plays and any type of video recordings that we're going to be doing. We're going to have that on a different website, a different platform. So I want everybody to stay tuned. Clifton Johnson is working on so many things. I mean, sometimes I feel like my head is about to explode and I have to take a minute to regroup, but I'm enjoying myself. I am enjoying myself. But we are going to jump into this podcast today, and it's entitled, again, Nigga Shit. All right. Now, we are going to talk about nigga shit. Now, I want to give you a definition on what this means. I mean, I really want to come out of the dictionary, but it's not in the dictionary. It's an urban term that a lot of black people use when things just aren't right, in a situation or something like that. But I think it'd be more suitable for me to give you examples and events and tell you stories and different things like that. So that way you can kind of really know where I'm coming from when I tell you that Clifton Johnson is tired of this nigga bullshit that is going on around the world. Well, I will start off with this story first so you can get a good idea what it is. I have a friend. She has an office on the South Side, and she orders food from a soul food restaurant on the northeast side of Oklahoma City. And mind you, this is about a 25-minute, 30-minute drive to get over there from her office. And she orders this food from this restaurant, very popular restaurant. and especially on the northeast side of Oklahoma City. That's the predominantly black community. She ordered the food. She drive 30 minutes to get over there. And mind you, they tell her over the phone, okay, it's going to only take 15 to 20 minutes. Your order be ready when you get here. She get there. Strike number one is the food is not ready. The food is not ready. Once they said it was going to be ready when she get there. She drove 30 minutes to get there. She gave them a little bit more time because she ordered the food. Strike two, they tell her not only is the order not ready yet, but they don't have everything she needs. Let's say that she may need she wanted some sweet potatoes. Well, we ain't got sweet potatoes. Well, why in the hell they couldn't just call her on the phone and say, listen, I know you're on your way. We don't have sweet potatoes. What other choice do you want? Okay. Number two is she gets no discount for having to wait and having to substitute what she really wanted for something else. 1, 2, 3, strike three, you're out in my book. To me, that's considered nigger shit. It's nigger shit. That's one of the examples that I'm giving you right there. See, if you want us, let me retract that. Black people, my black people, please. If you want people to take us serious in business, then we can't have that. We can't have that. You have to realize you're competing with corporate America when it comes to these other restaurants like Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, because a person can go any fucking where they want to go and eat, but they chose your establishment. So you have to compensate them with something. You can't just say, well, I'm sorry, and let that be it, because it happens just about every time she goes. So guess what? Guess what, everybody? She's fucking stopped going. That's my point. People, we got to stop this nigga bullshit. We have to stop it. If you want somebody to take you serious in business, you have to accommodate them. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm going to give you one more example before I go to the next thing, so you will know exactly what I mean. What's the definition of nigga shit? I remember I wanted some chicken. I went to Popeye's Chicken. Okay? I went to Popeye's Chicken, and let's say I went on a Monday. I got the chicken. I substituted in the drive-thru. I substituted something that I wanted for something else. The guy had no problem. He said, okay, we got it. Come on up. I paid for the food, got it nice and hot, and left. I came back like maybe 2 days later. It was a different girl on the intercom. I said, well, okay, I want to get this, the same thing I ordered, and I want to substitute this for that. She's like, well, I can't do that. I said, why come you can't do it? She said, just pull to the front. I got to the front, and I said, what is the problem? As I'm getting my money, handing her my money, about to hand her my money. I hadn't handed her to her yet. And I said, I don't get it. And she said, and she gave me the total. She said, well, I can't do it. And I said, okay, how much is it? So I'm getting my money. I give her the money, and I ordered it normally. I ordered it the normal way without the substitution. So she took my money in her hand, and I said, can you tell me why come you can't do that when they just did this the other day? She said, because I didn't feel like it, and slammed the window. Black girl, little young ass black girl. I said, wow. Nigga shit. She got upset with me because I challenged her on something that all she had to do was ask her fucking manager. All you had to do was go ask your manager, can I do this? Because obviously her punk ass didn't know. So she gonna talk crazy to a paying customer with a goddamn lokes in her head. That's right, she had lokes. Afro Puffs wasn't one of the fucking things she had in her damn head. Ignorant as a motherfucker. Nigga shit. Black people, please listen to me. This is a show for you and you only. I know we're going to have Caucasians and other races nationalities listen to this show. But my point is this. You got to stop with the nigga bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If you want people to take you serious in your business, then you have to accommodate them. You have to treat them right. And if you make a mistake, you have to own up to that mistake and reverence that to the customer. I'm telling you. And let me tell you something. I can go on and on and on and on telling you different stories about nigga bullshit when it comes to business. When it comes to business. And we just talking about business right now, everybody. We're going to talk about a few more other things in regards to nigga bullshit. And I'm going to tell you right now, black people, I know you don't like that term. I know you don't like some people with the damn freedom people with the afro and the goddamn fist in the air. I'm not talking to your punk ass. I love you, but I'm not talking to you because this shit has to be addressed. And if y'all not going to address this stuff, I'm going to address it on the Heart and Soul Show. Kiss my ass. Kiss my black ass with the bullshit. Enough is enough. And I'm sick and tired of everybody acting like this stuff ain't a problem. It is a problem because it doesn't make sense. And I'm not a racist person at all. I love all races. I do. I have some white constituents, some white people that I like and I love and I care about them. And they love and they care about me. So I don't want y'all to think that this is a race type thing. I'm talking to my black people right now. But black people, listen to me. I know we haven't been in business that long. I'm talking about in the new millennium, the 2021 going into the 22 year. We haven't been in business that long. And it's a lot of things that we don't know. I get that. But guess what? It's time for you to find out. It's time for you to find out and quit being ignorant about stuff or quit being naive because you can find out this information. The information that you need to have is fucking free. So stop the bullshit. Do you understand me? Just stop. Please stop. All right, now, everybody, let's talk about the second part of this topic, nigga shit. And now we're going to talk about just the all-out behavior of some of my brothers and sisters. Well, I was watching social media. I think it was Facebook or YouTube or something like that. And it was two women arguing. It was a black woman and it was a white woman. The black woman was a lot younger. She was probably between 20 and 25 years old. And the white woman was around about, I'm going to say, between 60 and 65 years old, arguing in the store. And the black girl said, "What? Say it again. Say it again. What you say?" And so the white woman acted like she really wasn't going to say it, but then she said it. And she called her a nigga. Next thing I know, the black girl started beating the shit out of this woman, this white woman. And I was like, oh my goodness. And stopped, said some stuff to her, and then started beating her again. Now, let me say this first. If somebody called you a nigga, I understand it's offensive and it hurts your feelings. It does, because I've been called a nigga plenty of time by a white person or, whatever race. It wasn't a nigga that called me that. It was another race that called me that. And it doesn't feel good. But this is my point. Okay. If you're 20 to 25 years old, you don't have a reason to be beating the hell out of anybody. If when that person is 60, 65, she may have been older than that. She let her push her button and she whooped her ass. You got to have a lot more control than that. And you don't have control because that's nigga shit. You're used to acting that way. I'm sorry. Even though the white woman was very, very disrespectful. Young lady, guess what? You could have walked away with your dignity still in your hand. Because guess what? Two things that happened when that happened. Two things. First of all, the white woman that disrespected her, she didn't go to jail. Who went to jail? The black girl went to jail. The 25-year-old went to jail. She had to pay money to get out because of something somebody else said. Do you see what I'm saying? Walk away from the bullshit. Walk away from it. Second, the woman wasn't racist. She probably just like, okay, I'm going to say it. And guess what? I read through the comments. And the white woman was married to a black man. And she had mixed grandbabies. I ain't saying what she said was right. I'm not condoning what she said. But all I'm saying is this. I'm not finna pay money to get out of jail because of something somebody else said to me. Now, if they hit me, oh, that's a different story. They put their hands on me. Okay, we gonna squab. We gonna box. I said squab. That's an old school term. I'm showing my age. And I was just like, wow. So she went to jail for something that somebody else did to her because she didn't know how to control her emotions. Nigga shit. One more story, and I'm going to be done, y'all, I promise. I was watching YouTube or Facebook, one of the two, and you know when the Popeyes chicken sandwich craze came out, you know they was out of chicken and they had long lines. Well, this white lady was ordering some food, and then the guy told her that, you know, we're out of chicken. We don't have any more chicken sandwiches. So the white lady started going off and acting crazy and whatever the case. And so the crazy thing about it, for some reason, almost kind of the same situation. The white lady called him a nigga. He went off, and everybody in Popeyes went off to the managers, the workers, because you know it's mostly niggas that work at Popeyes anyway. You know what I'm saying? The wrong place to have black people working that already got an attitude because they don't want to fucking be there. And the woman called him a nigga. And so before you know it, his entourage, I'm talking about the workers at Popeyes, oh, get her. And so the woman just tried to walk out. She just tried to walk out, you know, and the guy, which is around, and I confirmed he was around about 21, 22, the same age as the other girl, was just going off, calling all kind of bees and hoes and all that stuff like that. The woman was like, whatever. She just walk out. Well, the woman walks outside. Everybody in Popeyes, I'm talking about the workers, walk behind him, cheering him on and all that stuff like that. And so the woman's trying to walk to her car. The 21-year-old guy picks up this 67-year-old woman, picks her up and slams her to the fucking ground, the concrete. All I heard was the woman say, ah! And you heard some bones crack. And mind you, the boy was black. Slams a 67-year-old woman to the ground because she called him a nigga. Oh my goodness. Now this is the worst one. So he got a trip to jail, which he was smiling on his mugshot. He got a trip to jail, and the woman got a trip to the hospital. And she also got a trip to court because she sued Popeye's Chicken for $750,000, and she won. I mean, she's all messed up. She got her femur. I think it was her femur, her hip, her leg broke. I mean, it was a whole lot of things that was wrong with her. So I'm pretty sure she got paid for the rest of her life. Nigga shit. See, he could have been like, well, ma'am, you don't have to be disrespectful. I think you need to leave. You need to leave. And they did tell her that. And so she fussed and she tried to leave and she was trying to leave. And he brought his punk ass outside and picked up this 67-year-old woman and slammed her to the ground. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to be slammed to the ground. Nigga shit. Nigga shit. And I'm going to tell you this last story before I end. Now, this one is personal. I remember when I was in high school, I was in the 11th grade. And I thought I was, the cool cat in school and all that stuff like that, I had a little fame, had a few fans, you know what I'm saying? I was playing basketball. And so it was this one guy that I really didn't like hanging around me. I really didn't like him hanging around me. I really didn't. Because he wasn't cool. He was a white guy. Big, tall dude. And he played sophomore basketball at Dale City High School. And so some of my other friends that I hang around wasn't at school that day, and that's who he really hung around. But he was trying to hang around me. And so he wasn't popular with the other kids like I was. And so he came in the bathroom and I was in there and I was like, man, what do you want? And he was just like, hey man, where's such and such, at? I said, man, I don't know. And so he was just like, what's wrong with you? And I just like, man, get out of here, man. I don't want you hanging around me anyway. And so before you know it, we started fighting. And I beat the brakes off of this guy. And so other people that came in the bathroom, they heard us fighting and everything. After the boy was laying on the ground, crying. And, he didn't say this at first. I'm going to tell you this, what he said, that hurt my heart till this day. Till this day hurts me when I think about how much bullshit I had in me back then. He was sitting there crying, and I'm in the mirror brushing my hair. And I went over there and hit him again while he's on the ground, and everybody in there just laughing, cheering me on for that bullshit. And he said, man, I just wanted to be your friend. Why did you do me like that? At that moment, I had to try to keep myself together, because at that moment, I said, oh my God, because that wasn't me, y'all. That wasn't me. That was nigga shit. This is now, I'm not 18 anymore. I'm way past that age, but till this day, that still breaks my heart that I had that kind of anger in me, and I'm trying to impress everybody that's in the bathroom and all that stuff like that. Nigga shit. That's my point, everybody. We got to stop that as black people. We got to stop that. Don't let nobody cheer you on because they feel that you are doing something right. If you know you're doing it wrong, stop. And in that situation that I just told y'all about me doing it to that guy, I mean, I was mortified. I was just horrified. I just couldn't believe that was in me. So after the lights is off and all that stuff like that, because we had a game that night, a basketball game. And my coach was, at the time was my, I think it was the, not the varsity team, but it was the, I forgot, JV, as they call it, JV, junior varsity. And he was upset with me. He said, Cliff, I just can't believe that you did something like that. I'm still trying to hold it together. Like, man, hey, man, he was trying to look at me. I was using the bathroom. He said, Cliff, he probably couldn't hear you. Did you know that he really can't hear? He has hearing aids. That's probably why he got so close up on you. Horrified. I said, oh my God. And I didn't say that to him, but I said that to myself. See, I can admit those things now, everybody. I can admit those things now that I'm much older and I'm much wiser, and I don't mind, sharing that with you. I don't mind shedding a few tears. But it was a part of my life that I can't even fix. And guess what? My mother told me as I cried and I told her about the situation, she said, you go to school and you be that boy's friend. You be his friend. Don't worry about what nobody else think. And I said, yes, Mom, I will do that. I will do that. I tried to be his friend, but it just wasn't the same anymore. And within about a week after this incident happened, he ended up leaving the school. His parents didn't want him there anymore. And I never had a chance to tell that guy how sorry I was. Nigga shit, everybody. So that's why I said this topic is very, very dear to me, because I was able to finally tell my story after all these years. We got to stop it, everybody. We got to stop. If you got nigga shit going on, stop the bullshit. You ain't got to impress nobody. You got to impress nobody. So Whew, this was one for the record books, everybody. I hope that something that I said today can help somebody. Because as a black man myself, everybody, listen, I'm sick or tired of people. I'm going to say this last thing. I'm sick and tired of people always say we don't have the opportunities and stuff. Listen, I ain't saying that everything is perfect, but we got way, way more opportunities than the people that came before us, like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and what was his name? The black baseball player, Jackie Robinson. We have way more opportunities. We have black billionaires now. You know, at a time that people couldn't even play sports, couldn't even play football and basketball and football. Now we're running everything. So I don't want to hear this stuff. Oh, we don't have the opportunities as everybody else. Listen, if you don't have the same opportunities as everybody else, which might be true in some instance, guess what? Go make your own opportunities for you. Because you can do that. There's platforms and different things you can do. You don't have to go work on nobody's job if you don't want to. So don't tell me that you don't have the same opportunities as nobody else. Sell to your own people. Until your word get out. Then you'll start selling to everybody else. Y'all, I told y'all this was going to be one for the record books. I'm so glad I'm able to put this out now because I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. And there's a whole lot more I can say, everybody, but I'm going to end it. I do appreciate that everybody that is supporting this podcast and supporting Clifton Johnson Productions and everything that I'm doing. I do encourage you, please visit www.cliftonjohnsonproductions.com. That's www.cliftonjohnsonproductions.com. Everybody, you have a great week, a great weekend, and we will see you next time.